Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve a very popular problem number 20 valid parentheses. This problem has been asked by many bank companies and you have seen it in very often in interviews. So this problem says we have been given a string s containing just the character left bracket right bracket curly left bracket curly left right bracket curly square bracket square left square bracket right square bracket determine if the input string is valid, and the condition for input string being valid is if open bracket must be closed by the same type of brackets. Open bracket must be closed in the correct order. Every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. Okay, so the three conditions that they mentioned are these: that the first condition is the open bracket. So if the open bracket is um, simple parenthesis, then it should be closed by right. If it's a curly bracket, then it should be closed by a curly right bracket. If it's a square bracket, and then it should be closed by a square right bracket. And in the same sequence, mean if it is like uh, this open bracket, curly bracket, and left square bracket, then in this same order it should close. So what it mean by this is first the right square bracket should come, then the right curly bracket should come, and the right normal bracket should come. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a very advanced technique for solving this problem which you have not seen anywhere. So what I will do is uh, first we know that we have a valid set, a valid input string, that it should be of these: that opening bracket, closing bracket, then curly opening bracket and closing bracket, and the left square bracket and right square. So this is the valid input string that we are going to have. And now what we'll do is, in the input string that we have, any kind of input string, so I'm taking this one. What we'll do is we'll traverse this string by character. So for every character we'll traverse this string, and what we'll do is we'll, if we encounter any opening brackets of any type, what we'll do is we'll immediately put this into one stack, right? So first we encounter this opening bracket, we'll put it into the stack, and now when we traverse it the next time in the string, we'll do is we'll check this, we'll pop this out element from, we'll pop this string character from the stack that we have just built. This is the stack, and we'll match it by adding this character, and see that this string that we have built is in our valid string set, array set, you can say whatever you want. And if it is, then we'll return true. Otherwise, if it is not, then we'll immediately return false. And in the end, what we'll do is, if we'll check that if my stack is empty or not, and we'll compare it. So it clearly means that if the stack is empty, it means that the input string that we have been given satisfy all the conditions, and we have the string is valid, so we'll return true, otherwise we'll return false. So this is the simple logic for this problem, and I'm going to write it in the most simpler way, depicting all these conditions one by one. So let's get into the coding part, and I'm going to show you how I can write this problem using the algorithm that I just discussed. So this approach is known as the stack. Using stack, I'm using a stack to build out the solution. So what I'll do is I'll first declare one stack, The stack is nothing but list with the property that first in and last out. So we'll follow that property. And as we are traversing in the string, we'll take every character from the string, and also we need one valid set. So we'll first declare our valid set. So you can declare it in the form of array or in the form of dictionary or in the form of set as well. It doesn't matter. I prefer set or array input because it's easier to manage. That's the decision choice that you have to make. So I prefer this. And we are seeing the character, and like we discussed, if the character is in the three types, that opening brackets of any type, then what we'll do is we'll immediately add these character into our stack. So stack dot append, we want the character over here, and otherwise what we'll check is if my stack is empty, so that models down to length of stack is equals to 0, or that the popped element, the pop top, the popped element from the top of the stack plus the character that we are having for the first time, that we are seeing, if this is not in our valid set of characters. And if it is, if these two condition, if either of these two condition is true, it means that the string set that we have is not valid. So what we'll do is we'll immediately return false in this case, right? Otherwise we'll compare at the end, we'll compare the length of our stack, basically the stack is empty or not. Then what we'll do is we'll return, if it is empty we'll return true, otherwise we'll return false. Now let's run our solution for the input test cases. So this is the first test case. Let's run for this. Let's say stack, oh yes, so this is stk stack. So it has been accepted for first test case. Let's run it for all the test cases one by one. So it has been accepted for all the test cases, example test cases. Now submit our solution and see how it performs for all the other input test cases. So it has been accepted and it is faster than all the Python submissions so far. So that's how you solve this problem. And please let me know if you have any more problem requests that you want me to solve, and I will have a look. And I will see you tomorrow with another interesting algorithm problem. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.